Welcome to the Future of Work, Skills, Innovation in the AI Age, positioning India as the cognitive capital of the world. Honourable delegates, respected scholars, dignitaries, industry leaders, and my dear students. I can see not many students standing at the back and sitting right in front of me. So welcome to this AI age. Why we have gathered today? We gathered today at a moment that future generations will remember this as a turning point in human civilization. Why? Because every century witnesses a transformation that fundamentally reshapes societies. So industrial revolution came, transformed production. Digital revolution came, transformed communication. And today, artificial intelligence is transforming human cognition itself. So, the question before us is whether AI will change the world. The second question, who will shape this change and with what values? So, India has chosen its path with clarity. We are very clear that Bharat, our vision, is not merely to become consumers of artificial intelligence, but creators of ethical, inclusive, human-centered innovation. I personally believe we are moving towards a future where technology does not replace humanity, it amplifies it. Now, India's moment for demographic dividend as cognitive leadership. This is why we are here. For decades, the world has spoken about India's demographic dividend. Our youth is our energy. Our diversity is our energy. In this AI age, demographic strength must evolve into something greater. That is what we call as cognitive dividend. The next global leadership will belong not to a nation with the largest data on machines, but to a nation with the largest pool of skilled, ethical and innovative minds, which India has. So India has all the ingredients. It has got a vibrant education ecosystem, a dynamic startup culture, a rapidly expanding infrastructure, and a civilizational heritage that values knowledge as a force of collective progress. Our aspiration must therefore be very clear. So what our aspiration is? India must emerge as a cognitive capital of the world. How? India and reinvention of work. Artificial intelligence is not the end of work, as Sitaramanji told. It is redefining of the work. Jobs built purely on routine will not evolve, but new opportunities, unimaginable, will come in all the sectors. So the workplace tomorrow will ask a question from the young minds. Can you perform a task? No. They will ask, can you think critically? Can you innovate responsibly? And can you collaborate intelligently with AI? This will be the next question for the future generations sitting right in front of me. Thus, if I talk about university, I am coming as a Vice Chancellor. So the universities are new engines of national transformation. Universities must no longer be seen as an institutions to grant degrees. They must become laboratories of ideas, incubators of innovation, guardians of ethics, and accelerators of national progress. This is what the university should be doing. In alignment with the national education policy, we are witnessing a profound shift from learning to critical inquiry, from isolated disciplines to multidisciplinary research, from passive instruction to experimental, technology-enabled learning. AI allows us personalized education, empowers learners, democratize across the knowledge and scale which we never imagined in our times. So let us remember, technology alone does not educate. It is human mind guided by values and transforms information into wisdom. This is what we want. Now, the future of skills. The next point is skill. This is about work. Skill beyond degrees. In the AI age, degree will no longer define capability. Skills will define your capability. So, learning in AI means understanding algorithms, data, computational thinking. Learning in AI means using intelligent tools to enhance productivity, creativity, and finally decision making. Then learning of AI is developing human strength, ethics, empathy, leadership, innovation. This is new literacy of 21st century. If I talk of innovation as a national culture, see, it should be a national culture. How? The universities tomorrow will produce not only job seekers but definitely job creators. So, to transform campuses into living innovation ecosystem where research becomes startups, ideas become enterprises, and student becomes founders. This is what we want from AI. When a student research project evolves into a deep tech research, the solution addressing agriculture, healthcare, sustainability, governance, this is the moment when education truly serves the society. So India's journey towards a Viksit Bharat will be powered by innovation-driven institutions. That is why we are standing here, sitting here, and thinking of this transformation. Now, human-centered and responsible AI, which is very much required. What is that? If we embrace AI, we need to answer the difficult questions now. How do we ensure fairness and inclusivity? How do we safeguard academic integrity? How do we prevent bias and maintain trust? So, leadership in AI, not only about technical superiority, but it is all about moral responsibility also, which the young generation has to understand. So now what is the role of leadership? Leadership in universities today requires only courage to rethink and invest in faculty development, building research hubs, encouraging experimentation, and empowering young minds. So the vision of 2047, India as a center of global intelligence. I believe it will be a center of global intelligence. Universities will be globally recognized as AI excellence. Students graduating will be innovators, researchers with ethical leadership qualities. Research fuels into national mission as global solutions, and technology bridges inequalities instead of widening them. Thus, the closing reflection is, let us move forward with the conviction to build institutions that educate not only skilled professionals but responsible citizens, to shape an innovation ecosystem that serves this humanity and a position of India as a true cognitive capital of the world. Together, we merely witness the future. No, we create it. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Thank you very much for giving me a chance to be with you for a few minutes.